Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I have to admit something. I may have been scammed. So, I've been putting this video off for a little while because for some reason I kept having hope, but I'm kind of losing hope now. So maybe a year ago, I was watching Firebox Stove on YouTube. You guys know I like Firebox stuff. If you've watched the channel for very long, you know I like their stuff. So I was watching one of his videos, and he was introducing this new product he came up with, this folding chef knife, right? And he said, well, I'm starting a Kickstarter for it. Now, up until this point, I had heard of Kickstarter, but I had never used them before. So I said, well, you know, I researched it. I'm like, well, I like this knife. That's pretty cool. I want to use that. So I clicked the link in his video. It took me to Kickstarter. I looked through some stuff that he had, and I kind of figured out the gist of it. You're giving them money to help produce a product or an idea that they have. And then most of the time, as a reward for like being an early backer of this product they want to build, they give you some rewards. They give you the product, and then sometimes they'll give you extra add-ons or something like that. But the main thing is you're the first one, or one of the first ones, that get to have this product, right? So I said, well, you know, I'll sign on. He had a good description in there, and he's like, yeah, sign up for the knife here. This is my expected manufacturing date. This is when I expect to deliver them. Here's a bunch of bonuses, you know, for signing on. And then obviously we had a bunch of other stuff added on as well. So that was cool. So that was my first experience with Kickstarter, and it was really well. It went really well. I wound up getting the knife. This is the knife. Fast forward a month or so later, and boom, I have a nice, cool folding chef knife, one of the first ones with it. So I was like, well, this was cool, you know. So because I went to Kickstarter now, like every damn email and social media posts and stuff now shows Kickstarter stuff. So one of my complaints when I go backpacking is I've got like one of those little foldable, packable REI chairs, you know, that are like real small. They weigh like 1.5 pounds or something stupid like that. So I come across this ad for this guy. He's making this cool camp chair, and there's no like trying to get the net over the posts and everything, and a big pain in the butt. It was literally like a friggin' one fold out, boom, you know, here it is. And it had a high back on it, and it sat up a little higher, and it came with like all this extra cool stuff, you know. It had all the glitz and glamour. It was like all this like padded seat cover, you know, to keep you warm at night, because that's another problem, is your back starts freezing. So it has this back cover and a cup holder, and you know, this like mat that goes down over the sand so it doesn't sink in the ground on you and stuff. And I was like, this is everything I've wanted, you know. So I click the link, I go to Kickstarter, I check it out.
You never ever gonna catch me sitting in no chairs.
This was back in June, right? So back in June, I see this post, and I go to Kickstarter and I read it, and he's got videos up there and all kinds of cool stuff. And I started thinking, wow, this is pretty cool, you know. So I was tempted to buy 2 of them, but I said, you know what, let me buy one. One of the deals was, if you get in now, you get a guaranteed price on this thing for the life of this chair. And I'm trying to avoid naming the company name because I don't know about legal shit. So I go and I'm like, you know what, no, I'm just gonna get one. So I pledged it, and it was $119. And at the time, I was like, it's pretty expensive for a chair. But, if it does everything that it says it will do, I'll put a cool video out about it, and, it'd be worth it, So I bought it. Well, I pledged the money for it. Since I pledged that in June, they have raised why did my lights just go off? Because my town is like a third world country, apparently. I just lost power for no apparent reason. It's not windy, it's not rainy, it's not snowing. It's just a nice, calm, 50-degree, sunny December day. Anyway, since I've registered in June for this chair, they have 14,245 other backers that have pledged money and registered to buy this chair, right? That is a grand total of roughly $1,729,000 that they've raised. So in June, they said, we expect to ship these chairs by July.
How about new?
And I said, oh, perfect, man. Ship them by July. I'll get it hopefully by August. I'm not expecting prime deliveries here, but by August or so, that'd be cool. So July came and no response from them. Usually I've had one experience with Kickstarter, but usually it's like, hey, around the time they're expecting to ship, they send you a survey and they say, here, fill out your shipping information on this and pay a little extra money for shipping or whatever, depending on where you're at, and we'll get the product out to you. So July comes and nothing. No response. So I look to the comment wall and stuff, and people are like, well, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And apparently this can be common, right? These are more than likely creators and stuff, builders working out of their garage, or this is their first time into the mass manufacturing process. So timelines can wiggle a little bit. And I'm fine with that. It was like, oh, okay, I didn't know. I had a good experience first time. It went pretty quick, but I'm pretty sure Steve from Firebox he's kind of a professional at this point. And he has an actual business that runs it, So I was like, all right, we'll give it a shot, and just wait a little while, be patient, So come August, they post something finally, and they say, hey, sorry guys, we're having a bunch of issues with manufacturing. They were manufacturing them over in China, and they said, a bunch of the products or the materials that we ordered weren't ready. We're really sorry, we're delayed a little bit. We're gonna bump back to the end of August. We should have everything good. I'm like, okay, cool.
It's never gonna happen.
August comes, no chairs, no comment. So people start, asking, hey, what's going on? Give us an update. Nothing for till September. September comes around, and he said, oh, well, we got the materials now. I'm taking a trip to China, and I'm gonna go check it out. So he takes a trip, and he sends a bunch of pictures of him in China and stuff, and look at he's having a great old time, and he shows a video of him with one of the chairs. So it gives us hope, oh, cool, he's got a chair. He pulls it out and he shows it all off and stuff, and he's like, it's working great. We've got one little hiccup here that doesn't meet our specs, but we're gonna fix it, and we're gonna get them out to you soon. I'm like, okay.
Never going to happen.
Well, this camping season, more than likely, maybe I'll get it for fall, I'll have it by October. No, October comes and goes. That's, nothing, same thing. November comes and goes, nothing, same thing. Just the beginning or the end of November 24th, actually, I remember, because my birthday, they sent a message saying like, hey, good news, we've got 10,000 of these chairs. Now, mind you, there are 14 plus thousand backers, but he said, we've got 10,000 in our warehouse ready to go. We're going to send you a survey. We're going to have these things shipped out by the first week of December or second week of December. So I'm like, okay, finally, here it comes. By this time, the community section in this Kickstarter is livid. Like, they're all like, dude, what is going on? Like, I had planned these for birthday gifts. Nothing. I planned these for Christmas gifts. We're not getting them. Like, you know, I planned for camping season. Not getting it. Like, what is going on? You have, and like, the communication between them and their backers has been almost non-existent. I dug into Kickstarter's rules and regulations and stuff, and as long as they are giving anytime somebody requests a feedback from them, they have 1 month to do it. So as long as they come out at least once a month and post an update, then they're technically covered. And they have been kind of doing that. But the past few updates have seemed almost AI generated. Very weirdly worded. Now, I don't want to say that 100% because I believe the person that's running this is from Sweden. So I don't know. Maybe there's just different dialect or something there. But, you know, I don't know about all the AI generated stuff, but these are like things I'm noticing from the comments. But he posts something in November and said, good news, we've got 10,000 of these chairs coming in, and you're going to get a survey and we're going to ship them out. Now, this confused a lot of people because in August we got the survey and it said, let us know where to ship them, and we filled it out and nobody ever got any chairs. So this time comes around and we get the survey again, we fill it out, and they ask for shipping again. So some people are now pissed. They're like, dude, like, we've already paid for shipping. Now you want us to pay for shipping again? He's like, oh, this is a different company, and it's a big ordeal. But at this point, people are so desperate for these chairs that they just don't care. They're willing to pay the extra $10, $15 or whatever it is for shipping for this thing, including me. I get suckered in again. So I said, okay, I fill out the survey. I pay my shipping again. And they said, we promise you they are going out by the second week of December. Surprised they didn't go out. So no update. We've passed the deadline for like the 10th time now. No updates from them, no comment from them, nothing. Just, oh. So at this point, and I could be wrong, and if I do get this chair, I will eat crow and come on here and say that.
That's not gonna fucking happen.
And as somebody who makes things and stuff, you know, I've never mass produced anything, but I understand scope creep and you know, project extensions of deadlines and missing deadlines and stuff. You make a rough guess in the beginning and you hope you nail it, but I understand that, right? It's not the delay for me. Like, if they came out and said, look guys, we screwed up. We told you guys this thing will be delivered. We told you guys this thing will be delivered by July, and you know, you'd be lucky if you get them this year. You know, really sorry, but it's out of our control. It's manufacturing and shipping and tariffs or whatever you want to say. Just tell me something, right? To me, it's the lack of communication, and that lets people's minds just run wild. So, like, running through this comment section, no one to this day has received a chair. And in November's update, he said, somebody's 65th birthday reached out to me, and it was her 65th birthday, and we sent them the first chair, you know. And, you know, somebody posted, and he just maybe got his chair and never came back. But, you know, they're like, if you got your chair and you're in this, please comment. Tell us you got it. Give us some hope that these chairs actually exist. And to this date, nothing. So it's now just mid-December. It's been, you know, 7 months since I gave this guy $119, and I'm regretting it. You know, that's $119 I could have spent on something else. I could have went to REI and bought 2 of those chairs for that price. You know, or probably 6-pack of them on Amazon, which I have done in the past. So I don't know. I feel like I'm getting scammed, but it's a lesson learned, right? I will be a lot more cautious about giving people money. That being said, Firebox is currently running a Kickstarter, and I did sign up for that for his box pot and stuff. So look for those videos to be coming soon, because I know Steve is a stand-up guy, and when he says, hey, I'm going to deliver something, he delivers it. You know, even if there are issues with delivery or whatever, I totally understand. And I know my stuff will come and it will be the best quality ever, right? However, I cannot say the same for these chairs. So I guess it's a word of caution. If you've ever used Kickstarter, and I think I've mentioned, you know, Kickstarter in other videos of, like, you know, Firebox, and I got this on Kickstarter. I would hate for somebody to go on Kickstarter and pledge money and get kind of robbed, kind of like I did here. And I don't know that I've been robbed yet. There's still like a glimmer of hope in me that's like, one of these days these chairs are going to show up.
Never give up. Never quit. Because you're too legit to quit.
But it's looking more like this dude took, you know, $1.7 million and is enjoying life, not doing anything. I don't even know if the company that ships is actually a legitimate business or not. So I don't know. If I would have spent more, I would have dug into them a little bit more. But I guess, you know, $119 is not anything to scoff at. It's still a good amount of money, right? But to me, it's a $119 lesson learned. You know, won't be doing that again. Definitely won't be buying from this guy anything again. It is what it is. But yeah, that's kind of my spiel about Kickstarter, and be a cautionary tale. I don't know. We'll see if it shows up. If it shows up, I will review it. And I will do my best to give an honest review. I gotta say, I'm a little jaded right now. So if I get this chair and there's like one thing wrong with it, I'm gonna light them up. But it is what it is. That's, you know, at this point, I'm very frustrated in it. So anyway, I gotta get back to work because I've been building this box. I've got the box done. Watch for those videos if they're not out yet. I'm not sure when I'm going to put this out, but I'm working on a project and I've got the main part of it done. I'm working on a bottom and a lid now. So I'm going to get working on that, but I figured I'd stop and film this about Kickstarter. Subscribe down below if you want to see if I ever get the chair. Comment if you know who I'm talking about and you are one of the people that have been scammed on this certain Kickstarter campaign as well. Again, I'm not saying the name because I just don't know. You know, they can come at me legally if I do or not. Like, give me a thumbs up, all that stuff. I'll see you on the next one.